This is the start of week 7 in the cut. It's Monday, so quick update on July so far. We've gone from 101.7 moving average to 100.4 today, which may not seem like a lot, but we're going for sustainable, permanent physique here. I'm not trying to do like a rage sprint, as I think of it, like I did the other times when I was cutting, where I dropped like 20 kg, over 40 pounds in the span of 8 to 9 months on severe caloric restrictions, sometimes going on 1,000 calories a day. So we're sticking to 1,800 calories a day, 150 grams of protein so that we don't lose muscle while we drop body fat, and 3 times a week lifting, low weights, high reps, because we don't want to tax recovery. If I go in there and lift really heavy, if I do too much cardio, it's going to spike hunger, and that's when you get the little temptations that eventually make you completely abandon everything, right? So it's important to remain consistent and all that stuff. Anyway, so yeah, today, Monday, walking to the gym. It's full body day again. Got some electrolytes here. Obviously no sugar. It's 0 calorie stuff. Be careful when you're buying electrolytes or anything really, especially the stuff that's flavored, because usually they're gonna have some garbage in there. But it wasn't easy to find this particular brand, but I looked far and wide, and it's the one for me. So another hot sunny day here, and we're going to do what we got to do. And you got to stop listening to all of this stuff on YouTube. All these guys trying to make these video titles just to get you watching so they can get their retention up. All this nonsense, like,
here's what the science says about losing body fat. Here's how I got this client to a 6-pack in 9 months. Here's how I stay fit without counting calories.
It's actually quite interesting the way that people find these inventive ways to say the same basic truth in ways that seem like they said something profound. Like, you get on a caloric deficit, and you also ideally move a little more so that you burn calories and keep your metabolism going, and you will drop body fat. That's it. That's it. That's all there is to it. You got guys like, I got this client a 6-pack in 90 days or whatever. I guarantee you, if that guy got visible abs in 90 days, he did not start off at 30% body fat. Absolutely not, bro. But the video, the title makes it look like this is like a given, it's like a proven technique. So hey, you go pay this guy, you're gonna get 6-pack in 90 days too. You might not. It really depends. It's not gonna change the reality of how quickly the human body can remove body fat. So guaranteed that client did not start at 35, 30, 25%. He was probably like 15%. He was already okay-ish. And then the guy put him on a stricter diet, controlled his calories. I mean, this is common sense stuff, bro. This is just common sense. Then you got the stuff with the diets, right? You got a guy going, I don't count calories, and I eat as much protein as I want. What he's not telling you, and he's probably not even thinking about it, honestly, is that he already did the counting calories part 1 year ago, 2 years ago, when he was actually cutting and getting in shape. And by this point, he doesn't need to count calories because it's already baked into his daily routine. He's moved from actually counting numerically to a behavioral tracking system. You know what I'm saying? He knows what he's eating by this point. He knows how much he's eating at this point. When he says, I eat as much protein as I want, I guarantee you he's not sitting there like downing buckets of Kentucky Fried Chicken because it's protein and he can eat as much as he wants. He probably eats what he legitimately considers a whole bunch of protein, like he eats a whole bunch of chicken or whatever, but still, he's not going past his daily maintenance, and he's eating within a reasonable caloric limit. That's why he stays cut year round. But a normie sees this and they're like, oh yeah, man, I don't need to count calories. If I just eat protein, I could eat as much protein as I want, and I'm gonna eventually look like that. And they're like, oh, it doesn't work. And then because they don't know any better, right, you start blaming yourself. Maybe I'm just not as disciplined. Maybe I just don't got what it takes. Maybe it's genetics. That's what it is. It's my genetics, man. Some people can get a six-pack, some people can't. Or worse yet, or depending on whom you ask, you go and you pay for a course, and another course, and a coach, and supplements, and fat burners, and meal plans. When all you need to understand is that you gotta get on a deficit, and yes, you're gonna have to count. At first, you're gonna have to count. Gonna have to use MyFitnessPal, whatever. You're gonna have to do it. And do some light cardio. I'm just doing 10,000 steps a day. That's it. And you will drop body fat. And if you just do the boring work long enough, you're gonna get a six-pack. That's it. But the truth is boring. Nobody wants to hear that, right? Lazy ass normies want to sit on the couch and binge on this YouTube, what do you call it? Like watching these transformational videos, let's say. These videos that indirectly take you through a journey, right? They all start the same way. I used to be fat. Nobody liked me. I didn't have girls. I had no friends. Everyone spat on me. And then it's like, and now this is me. Whoosh. Reveal after picture. Six-pack. Face all looks maxed. And here's how I did it. Here's 3 ways that I got rid of my... And then they just tell you some nonsense. Like I could pick like 3 things right now to make a video, like on any topic. Just pick like 3 generic points. It doesn't even have to be a meaningful point. Like here, watch this. 3 ways I dropped 14 kg in 1 year, which is how much I've dropped since last summer. Tip number 1, get enough sleep. That's very important. If you don't get enough sleep, it throws your hormones off balance. So make sure you get enough sleep. Tip number 2, drink water. You gotta drink water, that's very important. You gotta stay hydrated. All right, tip number 3.
Let me see, what generic, common, obvious advice can I give to the ignorant normies looking for a magic pill on YouTube? Oh yeah.
Eat less, that's it. Don't even count calories, bro. Just, eat less. And eat lots of chicken. Boom. Bro science, baby. Wow. Listen, I'm tired of all the fakery. I'm tired of all the nonsense. And I don't blame nobody for doing marketing. That's how you sell. That's business. I understand. The problem is more systemic. We are at a point in time. We are at a point in time where the algorithm is designed to feed you with dopamine, to keep you sedated, to keep you docile. Why? It doesn't matter why. It doesn't matter if it's the man trying to keep you down. It doesn't matter if it's a WEF or Soros. It is. It's all besides the point, because pointing fingers doesn't fix anything. That's just a diagnosis. So, you got to understand that one way or another, we do not care why the modern world is stacked against you. The modern world wants you soft, stupid, and predictable. That's what makes good consumers and voters. And the way that you rebel against this, well, there's a lot of ways. But basically, there are 4 levers you need to pull to actually start creating true freedom in order to get true sovereignty. The first lever is your physique. You can get in shape right now. You can start changing your eating habits right now. You can go to the gym right now. You carry this thing with you 24/7 while you're here on this ball of dirt. So that's something that, there's no excuse. You got to start doing it right now. It's not a small thing where it's like, I'm gonna get in shape so I'll look better. I know it sounds crazy, but it truly is a revolutionary act. And then the other lever is mindset. Let's say you refuse to doom scroll or dumb scroll or just waste your time scrolling. And you might say, yeah, that's a good idea. I know that, bro. I'm going to be more productive. But you got to understand, this is like a spiritual war. When you refuse to do that, you are breaking the system. You really are. It's a big thing, especially as the world moves closer and closer to a true life idiocracy, assuming we're not there already. And then the other lever is, of course, money. You have to find a way to make money based on something that you are naturally good at and passionate about. And the last one is location independence. That you can go and live where you like. You can go where you're treated best. You can vote with your feet. So you gotta stop listening to the nonsense and the lies and the marketing and the clickbait. And you gotta start taking control of the reins of your life. Otherwise, we're evolutionarily extinct.